Hey everyone, so we're going to talk about using the 2020 Amazon Fire HD8 Plus for schoolwork in this video. So this is an 8-inch display tablet. It's HD display, but it is not full HD, so it is only supposed to be 720p. This guy comes with 32 gigabytes of storage and 3 gigabytes of RAM, whereas if you do not get the Plus version, you only get 2 gigabytes of RAM. So you definitely, in my opinion, you definitely want to go for the Plus version. It's only like $20 more, and you get more RAM, which means you'll be able to do multitasking better, which of course is good for schoolwork, because this way you can have multiple apps open at the same time without them reloading when you switch between them. And now this is the base one, so this only has 32 gigabytes of storage, but you can expand that through a micro SD card up to 1 terabyte. This will accept up to a 1 terabyte micro SD card, which is awesome. The old generations only did up to 512 gigabytes, which is still, of course, better than Apple's iPad, which you cannot upgrade whatsoever. Once you buy the device, you're kind of stuck with what you have. This is very expandable. Due to the small size of the 2020 Amazon Fire HD8 Plus, this means you can bring it virtually anywhere you want to go. You can slap it into your backpack, might even be able to fit it into a pocket. It's just that nice and small, that nice and portable. And this means you can bring it and sitting on your couch, you can use it, or if you want to bring it to a library, anywhere you want to bring this device, it is very, very easy to do. And now, of course, because when we're using this for school, you'll probably want to be using apps from the Google Play Store, which you can download on here. It does not come pre-installed with Google Play Store. It comes with Amazon's own App Store, which is nowhere near as good as the Google Play Store. It takes about 5 minutes to do. Definitely highly recommend downloading the actual Google Play Store. I don't know how, just Google it or go to my YouTube channel here, and you guys can find out how. Like I said, super simple, takes about 5 minutes. Download any app you want off the Google Play Store. Now, because you're going to be using this for school, you'll of course want it to be using some sort of documents. So, one good option, of course, is Google's Google Docs, which is what I use for a whole bunch of my own stuff here. So on this, I only have 3 things here. But, so just like any Google Docs app, you can, of course, type out everything you want to type out. And this also has the swipe. So if you want to swipe instead, which I absolutely love doing, you can also highlight what you have written down, and you can choose different colors doing so. Then of course you can change your font, do bold, italicize, underline, different text colors. So all the good stuff you can do on normal Google Docs, you can do on here. Another app a lot of people will be using is OneNote. So we'll go ahead and dive on into this. So if you already have some on here, you can of course go into your notebooks and sections and pages. We're going to do a new page here. So you can of course draw or type. Again, you can use this. You can use the swiping. If you guys have, we'll get to in a moment here, but if you have a Bluetooth keyboard, you can use that as well, which is probably going to be better since this is only an 8-inch screen, not a very big screen. You can insert pictures, your voiceovers, insert everything you want to insert there. And like any other tablet and this app, you can draw. And of course you can change how fine or large it is. You might notice just a smidge of, like a millisecond of lag when you first hit it, when you first put your finger on it, but otherwise it's very good. Of course you can erase everything on here as well. And of course you can do all the cool different colors. And like I said, with all these you can change the size of it as well. That is my fish. Then you also have the highlighter. You can highlight stuff on here as well. And of course you can sign in if you want to go across multiple devices. Another app you might be using is Google Drive. So this will keep all your Google stuff in one place here. You can have a few different documents here, so you can of course go into them and you can edit them from here as well. That's the one we were just messing with. So again, you can edit it from Google Drive as well. This will keep all your Google documents together. Then once you download Google Play Store, you can download the actual YouTube app. Again, without the Google Play Store, you get not so good YouTube app here. So of course you can look up anything you want to look up on YouTube. So see a biology class, you can look up stuff on biology. And you can do anything you want to do like that. Sometimes my internet likes to lag out. The device itself is good. My internet likes to poop out at me at times. Like I was saying, with the 3 gigabytes of RAM compared to only 2 on the other Amazon devices, you can keep multiple apps open at one time. Sadly, as far as I know at least, correct me if I'm wrong on this, you cannot put up multiple apps on the screen at the same time though, but you can switch between them. Again, with that 3 gigabytes of RAM, it's pretty seamless. And of course too, during your downtime, if you want to listen to or watch some videos on here, you can do so on YouTube or anything else. I'm going to show you guys the speakers here using some royalty-free music.
I browsed 8 sites for the...
So that's up all the way. There's 2 different speakers, stereo speakers here with Dolby. So these speakers are very nice, they're very good sounding. They're not as loud as the 2019 Amazon Fire HD10, but they're definitely better than the old Amazon Fire hd8s are. Like I said, they're very good sounding. They're just not quite as loud as its bigger brother is. And as I was saying earlier, you can connect a Bluetooth keyboard. This is an Anker keyboard from Walmart. I want to say it's somewhere around 20 bucks, something like that. It's super cheap, and you can connect it to Amazon Fire devices. Not only this guy, but any of the Amazon Fire devices you can connect it to. So I'll show you guys this a bit better here. So this one of course is not backlit, but you guys can see it just makes it so that way you get your entire screen. You know, that way your entire 8 inches is for actual viewing and not getting halfway taken up by a keyboard. You go ahead and connect one of these bad boys. And again, any Bluetooth keyboard should be able to connect to the Amazon Fire devices. And then if you want to, again, you can highlight things. And then if you want to do some gaming on it, you can do that as well. See, I have the Pokemon trading card game on here. You guys want to check out my channel, you can see how this actually performs during gaming. I'm not going to go over it right now, but just know that you can do some light gaming on here. The other day I was playing Injustice 2 on here, and it works very well. Played Call of Duty on this, again it works very well, Call of Duty Mobile. Again, Pokemon trading card game works very well. It's actually kind of funny because the Pokemon trading card game gives you just a tiny bit of lag, where the other games don't really do that. But for some reason, the Pokemon trading card game gives you a little bit of lag. Nothing unbearable, nothing like that. It's still very usable. Just enough to notice. So if you guys want to do some gaming, you can do that on here as well. All in all, this is a fantastic device. Being 8 inches is very portable. Throw this thing into your book bag and go. You don't really have to worry about that. Couple things I would again recommend though, especially for school, is getting one of Amazon's cases. This one is the National Geographic Macaw Parrot case. These are $35. Otherwise, they have non-National Geographic ones that are $30. Reason why I really like these is, especially if you're going to be doing some schoolwork or video watching, is it has this fold here, like I've been using this entire video. And you can fold it, and then you can. It's just fantastic for typing up documents or for watching YouTube, watching videos. And then to get your speakers up top here. And then this actually also kind of redirects the sound towards you instead of the sound just going up and out. You see it has a little fold here that redirects it towards you. So again, I highly recommend getting one of Amazon's cases. That way you also protect it a bit better as well. And again, it can be super cheap, $20 Bluetooth keyboard, but I'd also recommend getting a keyboard for this guy, especially when you're typing up a lot of things. Because, using an 8-inch screen with the keyboard on the screen, it's just not the most fun thing to do. It's doable, just not the most fun thing to do. Again, $20, extra $20, so for less than $150 for that and this, a little bit more for the keyboard, for the case, and you have yourself a pretty decent machine for school. And one more thing I wanted to go over quickly here is scanning apps. So I downloaded iScanner here. So this would be, of course, if you want to, I don't know, take a picture of, say, a page in your book, and you want to put it onto your device here, that we have it for quick reference. You can do that as well. The camera on here is not the best. Again, I think it's improved over the last generations. But still not the best. But real fast here, we want to show you guys scanning up. I don't have any actual paper, so I'm just going to use my Target receipt here, and we're going to do this. Alright, for some reason the app was not finding that receipt, so I'm going to use some nasal strips here. Is that it can actually find. So I'm going to take the picture. Yeah, so it's not the best. So this is going to be one category where this kind of falls short on. It's just the camera's not the best. So we're going to be doing a lot of scanning of documents into your tablet. You might want to look elsewhere. This camera is pretty bad. Probably get a better camera on like an iPad or a Samsung device. And then one more final note here is you can of course use any type of standard stylus with this, instead of just using your finger all the time if you want to do that. Now styluses such as like the Samsung S Pen, that's not going to work for this. Same thing with like the Apple Pen, Apple Pencil. That's, of course, those are made for those devices. But this should be able to use any sort of standard stylus that is non-device specific. So, yeah, so overall, it should be a good device for schoolwork, especially if you don't have a lot to spend on a tablet or a school device. It should be able to do okay. Again, just make sure you guys download the Google Play Store. That way you can get pretty much any device or any app for any other device that you want. Because anything that's on the Google Play Store, you should be able to download onto this tablet and any other Amazon tablet as well. Thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys have a good one and a good school year. Goodbye.